What? What? Hello, everyone.
Sorry, we couldn't resist. I think you can take the high vis off.
I'll take the high vis
You
off
can
now.
take the high vis off now. That would be
The
fine.
moment has passed.
The moment has passed. Hey, chat, can you do me a favor? I wish to conduct an experiment really
Science.
quickly. This may go terribly, horribly wrong, so cross your fingers.
Whoa! I'm an adult.
Can I conduct my experiment now? Would that be okay?
Proceed.
I may proceed, so there we go. Okay, cross your fingers. Let's try this. Oh, it doesn't look so bad.
Oh, hey.
It makes the chat really, really teeny, and you can see the top of the microphone. But there we go. I like that. What do you think? We're experimenting with different cameras and different camera angles and trying things out, since it seems a lot easier for the two of us to be closer around my computer than to try to split us between two computers. Just the two of us.
Which we can't sing because we'll be muted.
Well, I just sang a little clip. Fair use! Fair use! It's satirical.
The lower.
Okay, are we done?
Hi.
Are we done now?
Hi.
Okay, it's gonna be a night like that, folks.
So, for those of you who are new, there are 3 things that we normally do. First off, welcome. I'm Alistair. This is the Luminous Muggery. And
Why do you say luminous?
because you're luminous, because your skin glows. You have a natural glow.
No.
There we are.
Excellent.
And this is welcome to the show.
You're right for it. So a great night, yeah. It's gonna be one of those nights. So, but why do we have high vis? Because we run teams of volunteers. So of course we have high. Can you
It's so far away.
fetch forth the high
It's
vis?
so far away.
Okay, fine. All right, maybe not.
No, fine.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're just using this as an excuse to shamble off screen, and now you're gonna. Guy in the chair.
Guy in the chair.
So this is Alistair's.
Which our dear friend Eva decorated for me because
Yes, exactly. So, for several years, we have run the volunteers at FantasyCon as Red Cloaks. And because wearing actual cloaks while you're working is too much work, we like high-vis vests, because then you can just take it off afterwards. And including, see, we have little service year patches and
We do.
everything. So yes, that's why we have high-vis.
little bit high vis, little bit Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just without the dismemberment.
Ooh,
unfortunately,
EA high-vis.
unfortunately, without the Henry Rollins guest appearance.
Easy to... Well, the reason I like high-vis as opposed to a t-shirt is when you're off duty, you just strip off the high-vis.
And I can tell you stories about what happens if you're not visibly off duty at these events, but I'm not going to because I walk with Jesus.
Yeah, the wide camera angle is definitely working for me. Okay, all right. Feedback appreciated on the wide camera angle and the itty-bitty chat, but
I believe he does.
I don't think Chungus has a high-vis vest. Wendy, I don't
Wendy.
think Chungus has a high-vis
Wendy.
vest.
Wendy.
Wendy! Danger zone! Oh, it's gonna
That's
be one
back
of those.
very soon.
It's
And,
gonna really.
yes.
It's gonna be one of those nights, folks. I'm sorry. This is gonna be, yeah, fun, punchy. Okay, Wendy's on vacation. Yes, let's not make Wendy do anything while she's on vacation, looking at the very good cast.
Because Wendy will do things anyway.
Exactly.
Hello, Scotland. Hello, Wendy. I do hope there are excellent cows.
Very excellent cast. And she went to the beach, which I was very happy about.
Fucking A.
And there was a waterfall that was named Waterfall in Scots Gaelic and Norse, I think, which was really, really cool.
Which possibly in one language translates across as, it's a fucking waterfall.
Yes, exactly. That's how it translates to it. By the way, thank you very much for the
Glasgow,
hype
by way of
train.
Belfast.
That was really impressively fast.
Yes,
Well
it was.
done.
Thank you.
East Force.
East Force.
Is using force.
We're all doing a really
The
good job.
Oh, we can't stop making that joke. It's so funny. There are... Okay. Oh, look! Yay! I'm going to share
Hype
my
train,
emote.
baby.
Hype chain emote.
Still not quite sure what it is, but go team.
It means that there's lots of people around who care about us, which
Fantastic.
Makes us happy.
We
Thank
love
you very
you.
much. We love you. Okay.
Hello.
We were doing it like the whole
I was
spiel.
going to do the whole opening spiel,
and we were just going to do the little posing thingy, and it's just gone all over the place.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to run with that?
Should I do it again?
Okay. You want to come out and come back in again? All right.
No.
Okay.
So far away.
All right.
Hello, I'm Alistair, and welcome to the show. This is the Luminous Marguerite.
Hi.
And for those of you who are new, we're just going to explain real quick that we tend to do 3 different things all in one show. The first chunk is an opening monologue. Think of that like the adverts of the trailers at the cinema. Remember the cinema? Remember when we used to go? Wasn't it fun? This is a chance for you to get situated, get hydrated, take any drugs you might need, make sure your pets are secure,
snacks,
get somewhere
road
comfy,
beers,
all that good
quick,
kind of stuff.
You know.
It's also an excuse to see how many times in this instance Nick Crowley can make me laugh in 500 words.
Yeah, this will
and
be
the
fun.
answer is probably a lot.
Oh.
Then we are embarking on new territory this week.
Yes.
Tell them.
We are going to be playing / narrating / navigating Scarlet Hollow, which is a creepy horror visual novel. And it's a visual novel in that it's gorgeously hand-drawn animated, and it's a branching narrative, so we'll get to make choices, but there's no voice acting. So, content warning.
Accents.
All the accents. It will be all the accents tonight. And then, of course, there will be some fun shenanigans at the end, so in case there's any spooky content, we don't all go to bed on jump scares. But first, how are you this week?
I'm all right. It's a weird week. It's a very. It's actually. Has it been a busy week, John?
Has it been a busy week? Yeah. What's his name?
H. John Benjamin. Ironically, the voice of Archer and Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Is voicing the blank white void from Last Week Tonight.
Who is just sick of John Oliver's bullshit at this point, and it is so funny.
Congratulations on your second jab, Ocean. Well done.
Congratulations, Ocean. You're now officially a Transformer. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a weird week because I have an awful lot of stuff on this week. I need to hand in the 0 draft of a very exciting thing, which I can't talk about. But did I tell you my favorite episode of The West Wing is Celestial Navigation?
That's it. Celestial Navigation has to be the next freaking emoji. Oh my god.
That's going really well. It's requiring 2 meetings a week, but the meetings are pleasing, and I'm working with some really good people. The book I can't talk about is on second.
Juno B is starting a new job.
Nice. The book I can't talk about is in second edits, which is fantastic.
Yahoo!
The Clark Awards shortlist is coming up on decision, and for various reasons I can't tell you when that decision will be, but I am doing the final reading round for it this week as well. On top of all that is TFL and sleeping and exercise, and you know.
We went out to lunch today.
We did. That was really good. We had bao. It was great.
Very good. Why is the Celestial Navigation joke? I do not get it. Does one have to have seen the West Wing episode in question to
I can do this in under 90 seconds. Time me.
I'm just going to put the timer stopwatch on. You ready?
Okay, go.
Go.
There's an episode of The West Wing in the first season where the framing conceit is Josh Lyman, Deputy Chief of Staff, is being interviewed at, I believe, a university. And he lists this whole catalogue of disasters which have happened across the course of the last week, which you see unfold across the course of the episode. And at the end of it, something really very cool happens. And in a rare moment of emotional maturity, which the show would take the next 6 seasons exploring, Josh realizes he can't talk about this publicly, but it is really good. So basically the final line of the episode is Josh going, "You need to ask me back in about 6 weeks, because I can tell you what just happened then."
35 seconds.
Who is the man?
35 seconds.
Who is the man?
Okay.
I think I am the man.
I think that
The man is he.
So 5 for the big dog? There we go. All right. Yes, Wendy, he is the man. So, what was that a reference to? Awesome things are happening that we can't talk about. You have podcast recording coming up.
Yes, I do.
I have podcast
You have podcast recording coming up.
And we can't talk about either of them yet, right? Oh, we should make the new St. Kilda cast poster.
Which we're both on.
Yes, we are. Well, you're one of the big pictures in the middle, and I'm one of the teeny pictures in the corner. But that's okay.
Yes.
It's intentional. I'm lulling everybody into a false sense of security so that when I break both my legs and spend 6 months in traction, I can be in every podcast at once, right? Sure, that's my plan.
You ever see that episode of The Expanse where a character is quite badly injured and just literally drills a DIY exoskeleton into themselves so they can carry on getting shit done? Yeah.
She's such a badass.
But yeah, things are really busy at the moment, and what's really surprising me is I am not panicking.
Yes, I don't want to break any legs too. But do beat all the podcasts.
Or at least I'm not panicking much, which is a pretty major climb down.
Yeah? Yeah. So it's been a good week. It's been a busy week. They wanted to do an inspection on Friday that involved shutting off our power for half a day. We said no, because then I can't work, and that's bad. Yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a good week. Okay. A little panic is normal. Well, see, here's the thing. When you get used to working at a level of panic, when you get really good at crisis response, when you get really good at being very highly geared and responding quickly and all the time, that becomes the new normal. And that's not good, because you're causing stress to your body and your mind and your health and your sanity. And so we are like intentionally trying to gear down and to work normal things, like having weekends every weekend. That's like a goal. He made cookies and they were really good. Okay, Milk Bar corn cookies, and they sound weird, but go look them up and they're awesome. They're mine and they're in the freezer and you can't have them. I'm not sharing.
Cookies made with.
We should have put some in the oven before.
We should have done. Cookies made with sweet corn powder. Yeah,
with sweet corn powder. They're right on the border between savory and sweet. If you like cornbread, Americans, you'll love Christina Toshi's Milk Bar corn cookies. They're really good.
I keep having this plan to get really good ice cream and make ice cream sandwiches.
We do too. We have the Milk Bar cookbook as well.
And then we just never, ever do it because the cookies are too fucking good.
So we eat them all. Right, give an opening monologue.
I do. It is my tremendous pleasure.
Okay, warm up the count.
I love guest months because we have amazing friends and it's an incredible honor to have them on and talk. And how fucking cool was that hour and a half we hung out with Ben last week? That was just amazing.
That was really fun and not planned and very generous of him and his time, which was sweet.
Air Marshal Meredith is a good man. We salute him.
Yeah, exactly. He's also in St. Kilda.
He is. But when we're not doing interview months, it's nice to have the house band back.
Yeah.
Nick Crowley is a very dear friend of ours. He is one of just the best fucking humans on earth. He's very funny. He's very kind. He once successfully got beaten up by his 9-month-old daughter in an actual Japanese professional wrestling ring.
Goals.
Yes, he's occasionally a dead Roman.
He's even playing a bad game whose name ends in IS. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't realized that.
Who says he's a bad guy?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Moving on.
Yes, exactly.
And Nate is also one of the best writers and best
journalists. When has Ben ever not playing a bad guy? Let's be honest.
David.
I think you'll find. Anyway, moving on.
Nate is also one of the best writers and journalists I've ever encountered. He genuinely had his combination of fierce analysis and maniacal glee is very much what I aspire to. And on my good days, I can hit that. So, yet show promotion materials lie. They lie.
I mean, you're just the narrator.
I am just the narrator, though. That's the thing.
The narrator. That's the thing. I know.
I'm just Rod Serling all up in this piece.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Bring in the class.
I speak very precisely and sound just a little bit like Lance Reddick. Didn't know I could do this. Kind of impressed.
Hang on to that accent.
Let's move on.
We might need that later.
Exactly. Anywho.
All right.
It gives me tremendous pleasure to welcome the house band back with Was Total War Warhammer 2's Silence in the Fury DLC designed by actual beastmen? Wendy, buckle up.
Content warnings for Guns and War.
Right then, I can imagine the Creative Assembly's Richard Aldridge saying as he commences the brainstorming session for the Silence and the Fury, the latest and last DLC pack for Total War Warhammer 2. We've got Taurox, giant metal ball geezer. Here's the special campaign mechanic. Any ideas? The rest of the team look at each other uncertainly. Maybe give him some sort of anger meter? Suggests one poor soul plaintively. Oh, what if he's got enough Oxo cubes to make a big castle? Offers another through a trembling cringe of fear. Oxo cubes, I fucking love you, Nate.
What are Oxo cubes?
Okay, you know bouillon powder?
Do you mean bouillon?
I mean bouillon powder, yes.
Let's move swiftly
Freeze
on.
dry it. Turn it into cubes that look a little bit like
But it's
that.
a pun. Oxo, ox, beef.
Yes.
Okay. Read the words, monkey boy.
Nah! Roars Eldridge, smashing his fist into a platter of raw sausages for emphasis. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give him the ability to press a button, which gives him an extra turn on the campaign map so he can have a second fight. And if he wins the fight, he gets even stronger, and then he can press the button again. There is a brief silence. Sounds a bit overpowered, mumbles the Oxo suggester. What's the drawback?
Thank you, Murray.
But Aldridge has stopped listening. He's simply roaring the word, Beastman! Over and over again and proceeds to end the meeting.
By hoofing a telly through the boardroom window.
I jest. Of course. Richard Aldridge's emphasis sausages are always perfectly cooked, but otherwise, I'm certain...
Emphasis sausages.
I missed him. But otherwise, I'm certain the scene played out exactly like that. Or at least I was, for my first couple of hours playing Total War, Warhammer 2, in its divinely bloated final form. Because Taurox is ridiculous. After winning a few fights, he does indeed have a button which resets his movement range on campaign. It means he can run headlong into a city, obliterate it, and then carry on to another one for even more metrocide. What's more, he usually gets an incredibly powerful bonus every time he does so, on top of the usual leveling up. He can do this 5 times, in a single turn, wiping out entire factions. And if that somehow wasn't enough, should Taurox commit all of these atrocities when, within his blood ground, the area around the filth heap which passes for a Beastman city, he charges up a stat called Ruination. Ruination.
No, do the voice again.
Ruination.
Thank you.
Can be exchanged for, wait for it, even more enormous bonuses. Basically, when he wins, Taurox gets winnier. And when he properly gets going on a streak, he's not so much a bull in a china shop as he's a white-hot cannonball dropped into a cement mixer full of restless Wedgwood pottery.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh...
Hi, Maddie.
But then, miraculously, things leveled out. I found some level of challenge creeping in around the edges. I found that actually, Taurox had been quite thoroughly thought through.
Oh, that was a rough sentence.
You see, as ever in Total War, there are a bunch of discrete cooldowns and weird, half-hidden mechanics in the background of each faction, working away quietly to mitigate the really wild excesses. In the end, while I never felt held back, Taurox's rampages were subtly and organically constrained, so they only happened every now and again. There was a sort of they lent a sort of plodding, cacophonous drumbeat to the whole campaign, taking place often enough that I never felt I was waiting for them, but not so often that I began to get sick of the whole business.
I know, I'm very lagging behind, Wendy. It's okay.
I still think Taurox is overpowered.
No.
He should probably be patched a little in the long term, especially in the early game, but we're talking tweaks here, not reworking. The brass balls mechanics aren't nearly so ludicrous as they look on paper, but when you're on a rampage, they feel outrageous. And because they do this without making the game quite as meaninglessly, pitifully easy as logic would seem to suggest they should, they make for a brilliant power fantasy. It was funny, actually. When I realised Taurox's press button to win mechanic was actually lifted fairly intact from Total War 3 Kingdoms, Lubu. Granted, Three Kingdoms saunters into fantasy territory itself, at least more than CA's pure historical titles do. But while the move-chaining ability had seemed fairly sober and even elegant in that game, when applied to general hollering and innards aesthetic of the Beastman, felt about as subtle as reaching for a handgun and shooting enemy cities on my monitor screen.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love it. Warhammer is all about massive characters, complex lore, and ridiculously overblown incidents of violence. Taurox fits right in. Let's remember, it's not like he's the first DLC lord to feel comically overpowered at first. CA's approach to balancing TWW2, after all, feels like it's inspired by a long afternoon watching workmen heave anvils into a skip. Everything which goes in always feels wildly more powerful than anything else has been to date, and yet somehow the actual experience of playing it never changes that much. And so, Godspeed, Total War, Warhammer 2. You have been a spectacular game, a masterpiece, made almost entirely from duct tape and hand grenades. And if we're being honest, it's not like your story ends here, because before long you will return as the middle section of the digital human centipede that will be the Mega Mortal Empires campaign in Total War Warhammer 3.
Ooh, what an image.
Until then, I can only wonder what TWW3 director Ian Roxburgh and his team of strategy berserkers are putting together with regard to the Lords we'll meet in there. A Skaven warlock with the power to delete other factions from your hard drive, a bodybuilder with a crocodile skull for a head who constantly summons a torrent of moons to smash into the map wherever you move your mouse cursor.
That one's totally gonna happen.
Who knows? All I can say for sure, and it's rare that I'm this sure about any game which isn't out yet, is that it will all be a huge amount of fun. Possibly busted fun. Possibly fun that will be patched over and over again before it's remotely competitive. Possibly fun that languishes for years, half realised, while the rest of the game surpasses it. But fun nonetheless. In conclusion, Beastman!
Oh, Nate.
Welcome back, buddy. We missed you.
Such a joyous time. Oh my gosh. Perfectly cooked sausages, honest.
Emphasis sausages.
Emphasis
We need
sausages.
emphasis sausages.
Who doesn't need emphasis sausages? Let's be honest.
Emphasis Sausage by Robert Ludlum. Coming soon.
I have an angry Viking bodybuilder that works in the Warhammer across from me. So, see? Perfectly legit. I win? How did I win with more laughs than Alistair? That's not possible. Apparently I did by like 1. 15 to 12. You're not laughing enough. No. We will not get into tickle fights because I lose.
That was the entirety of all Max
Yeah,
martial
Greg's
arts, by the
needs
way.
to sell emphasis sausages, right? Wrapped in pastry.
Could I have an emphasis sausage, please? Yes, love. What do you want on it? Beans. Where? There.
No. One of those inflatable cylinders that you dunk somebody with. Where's the...
What, boffers?
Oh, yeah.
Like a boffer.
Let's move very swiftly on.
It's also a really elaborate piece of computer language flirting. Emphasis sausage?
Oh, God! Now I'm just seeing an eggplant emoji in italics. Ew! Oh my! What an image! Oh, this is gonna be fun.
It's good being me.
Yes, I'm sure it is. So I just realized I have no clue what's going on.
Neither
Hi,
do we.
TSF Hunter. Neither do
Heyo.
we. Let's be perfectly honest. So many clips. Right. So that was the opening monologue. We've talked about how we are tonight. I'd show you the boy, but he's in the fridge. We forgot to get him.
And it's so far away.
It's just his empty little coat sitting here waiting for his body to come. We'll bring him at lunch.
We'll bring him out after the break.
Bring
Don't
him
worry.
at the break. He's fine. We made a chungo over
says
the
hi.
weekend. It was tasty. I almost forgot to bake it because I was reading Matt Wallace's new book. And I forgot, and then I went to bed. And then somebody liked the tweet where I was talking about baking a loaf of bread. And I
You're
saw
like,
it
"Oh,
before I
shit."
went to bed. And I was like, oh, crap! Yes, an empty Plukas coat. It's very lonely. Hi, I'm Peter. I don't like people. Go away. That was fun.
How did I do that without moving my lips?
I know, right? You're a ventriloquist. I wonder if you could do it in a hat. Anyway. What was I saying? I was talking about bread.
Mm-hmm.
So we put it in the fridge and it proofed overnight for the second time. And it was fine. And it was fun. And it was good. And we still have a little bit of it left.
We do.
Lucas and Lonely. Right. So should we talk about Scarlet Hollow?
Let's talk about Scarlet Hollow.
This thing has the jankiest segues this week. So, Scarlet Hollow.
Content warnings. Content warnings.
I'm getting there. This is, like I said, it's a visual novel. It is horror themed. And I'm going to read you the little, or you can read the little intro. Read the little intro.
Trapped in the dying Appalachian mining town, which, let's face it, is going to have a non-zero amount of English people in it, of Scarlet Hollow for the funeral of your estranged aunt, you quickly find yourself at the center of a dark mystery that threatens your life. From award-winning graphic novelist Abby Howard, Scarlet Hollow is a horror visual novel and adventure game where your choices deeply matter. Hand-drawn backgrounds and sprites work together with a complex relationship system to bring to life an immersive world of charming and terrifying characters. Who lives, who dies, and the fate of an entire town rest on your shoulders. Episode 1 is free to play. The rest of the game will be sold as a paid package on our news page.
And episode 2 is out now. So this will be the first chunk we're going to go through. And then if everybody likes it and we're doing well, we will play the second one as well. So there are content warnings. These are content warnings for the entirety of the game. And keep in mind, this is a branching narrative. So there's a lot of these we may never encounter. So the content warnings are common phobias, death and dying, horror themes, mental health and trauma, violence, children in peril, and swearing. But if you're offended by the swearing, you probably left quite a while ago. Let's be perfectly honest.
As the mighty Val Kilmer once said, to all you folks in the Midwest, thank you. And we're sorry we said fuck so many times.
Yeah, basically. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
So we're going to put headphones on so we can hear the music for the game. And we'll probably do a little bit of sound leveling when we get started. Just because it may be too loud for all y'all. Don't spill your tea.
Should probably move a little bit closer.
Move a little bit closer now. Alrighty. Here we go. There we go. Is everybody here in the game okay? I need to do some adjusting.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit like Little Hope, except Alex won't be trying to kill us every 2 minutes.
God, I hope so.
God, if he turns up, like, hiya!
Right?
I've taken it to its logical conclusion.
Of course he does.
No!
So, game music is on, but hopefully nice and quiet, and everybody's able to hear it okay. I might turn it down just a little bit on our personal end. There we go. Music's out of... Get Alex lurking outside your window. Oh, I did a good job on the sound bells. Like, excellent, never move. All right, fine. All right, tea?
Tea.
You got your tea?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready?
Blanky. Clink.
I bought myself Greek mountain tea.
I'm helping her drink it.
If you've... Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good thing about a lot. It's okay. I like the title screen. You say that, but has anyone ever seen Alex and the Lumberjack Catboy in the same room? That is an excellent comment, Pezzy. I know, right?
He does own a plaid shirt.
Does he own a plaid shirt?
Sure, he owns a plaid
I
shirt.
might have to text Hannah.
Okay.
Okay. But first, let's get started. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do all of this at once. You ready?
Bring it on.
Bring it on. We got the buttons. We're good to go. Oh, the other thing I forgot to say, just really quick. We will be creating a dramatis personae as we go along so that people have it for reference. I also love how this dying mining town in Appalachia has a New English style manor falling off a cliff. I look forward to learning more about that. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Uh-oh.
You're taking the lead on this.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah.
What am I getting? Help, what am I getting in myself?
I seem to remember when you played
And now we spend the rest of the stream trying to figure out.
It's just this screen for the next hour.
It's just a screen
We're
for
gonna
the
be
next
delightful,
hour as
don't
we
worry.
figure out how to do a name.
Your nomenclature for Dragon Age was French heroines, I seem to remember.
Yes, Dragon Age characters had French names, but I don't know if we have to.
We're not being called Chungus.
I don't think Chungus is going to work.
It's a good idea, but not this time.
Why not, though? No.
No.
No. Okay, we need a name. Help! Annabelle's a good name.
Annabelle's a solid name.
Are we going to go with a female character, then? I'm thinking.
We talked before about how you're probably playing the central character on this, and
I'm not going to...
I kind of like Petra.
I like Petra, too. It reminds me of Petrus. All right, let's go with Petra.
Petra.
You're on vacation, Wendy, so there we go. Petra. All right. You live in the city of... Oh, boy.
Oaktown.
Really?
Birchtown.
No.
Townsville.
Townsville. The dog park. Ashtown. Nice one. Wendy.
Ashtown is good. We're having
Wendy
that.
coming up with all the
Wendy
good
on
ones
fire.
tonight. Wendy's doing a great job tonight. It's because you're on vacation and we love you. There we go. Petra from Ashtown.
Okay.
All right, here we
Hit
go.
it.
Select pronouns. Does not impact gameplay. This makes me happy. So, I'm thinking I'm going to go with she, her pronouns.
Go with she, her. Go with whatever you want. I'm down.
I'm good with this. All right, here we go. Select 2 traits. Traits unlocked additional paths and dialogue options. Dialogue options are my weakness.
What we're looking at is powerful build, mystical.
Oh, hold on. We got to read these.
Powerful build, strong, athletic, pinnacle of fitness. Can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds.
Very well.
Mystical. Danger! Strange and for the 3 people in the chat who just laughed, you're welcome. Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in a way others cannot.
Talk to animals.
You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse.
Street smarts!
Street smarts! Smells BS. Also good at BS. No door can hold you.
Okay. Hot.
Attractive, charming. People either want to be with you or be you.
Book smart.
You know a lot of fun facts. Research is your favorite activity. Straight A student. So what are we getting besides book smart?
Keen eye. Observant. Picks up on vibes. Understands others' perspective.
So what are we getting other than keen eye and book smart?
Really? We'll always go for the spot hidden, though, right? You know?
Talk to animals and street smarts. Have a lot to recommend them. I'm maybe a build with book smart and street smart would be interesting.
Should we just be smart all the way around? We are smart, whether in a book or on the streets. We only get 2. But I kind of want to talk to animals. But I don't know. I feel like if we go with street smart and book smart, we're playing a very non-supernatural approach to this, which I kind of like because it means that the supernatural can rear up and scare us.
Folks, I follow Abby Howard's Twitter. Please talk to animals. Please, please, please.
Okay, so talk to animals. Okay. I'm with you, Compost Witch. I got you. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but my understanding is if we are able to converse with animals, we will never encounter a choice which could lead to the harm of an animal. So I'm very willing to make that choice.
Oh, hell
to
yeah, I'm down with
avoid
that.
hurting any doggos, which is fine. Great. Talk to animals, and then what kind of smart do we want to be? Street or book? Come on, we're book people.
Book smart.
Fine. We're going to be book smart and talk to animals.
This is the Ray and Venkman conversation all over again.
Yes, it is. But you have to finish editing that. Oh, no.
No, it was published last week.
Last week. Ugh, we need flashbacks. Okay. So, all right. We're going to talk to animals, and we're going to be book smart. So we are... we are representative of many of the people in the chat. I'm fine with that. I do like the idea of a jock who talks to animals. There's a lot of playthrough options
dog?
here. Exactly.
You just be Mark Wahlberg. Hey dog, how you doing? Say hi to your mom for me. I have a history of racial violence. Let's not do that.
Shall we move swiftly on?
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about... Okay, or we
Not
can
a
do
fan,
Keen Eye.
Mark.
We can maybe also have Keen Eye.
You want book smart. Or you maybe want Keen Eye because Keen Eye could conceivably unlock dialogue options.
Yes, right. All right, Keen Eye and talk to animals. There we go.
Okay, hit confirm.
All right, here we go.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin. The bad news. The 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in CD depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family.
Foreshadowing.
Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying...
Oh no. He's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
I was up in Maryland, right, looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbour, all that kind of thing.
Dialogue. Wait, what? Dude, what is wrong with you? Or, hell yeah, sounds awesome. I think, wait, what? Let's go with wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Pushing joggers into the harbor?
Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So, this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It's hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad, not just playing. So she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance, and she fell into the harbour, all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh, and we fished her out. Her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops. We ended up hanging out all day. Kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so yeah, it's pretty serious. Hey, Raiders. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real. And geez, do you ever just get so mad you just want to kill someone?
That escalated quickly. Let's pause here because we have a dialogue option. Hello to the Raiders. We are playing Scarlet Hollow, which is a visual novel. There are some content warnings, which I will put in the chat for you. Like, apparently this chode we just ran into. Okay, I'm not going to threaten this guy. I never feel that way, no. Oh, yeah, all the time. No, I think I'm going to go with what's wrong with you. Smile and pretend he didn't just say that. No. Well, here's the thing. I'm apparently a single character traveling alone. If I antagonize this guy...
He's going to stab you on the bus.
Yeah, I don't want to get stabbed on the bus. Okay. I never feel that way, no. I've never wanted to kill anyone.
Ah, you're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed her. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there.
Ooh, keen eye. We have a special dialogue option.
Oh, dialogue option.
Do you love her enough to make this work?
Dialogue
What's
options.
wrong with you? Which is what Marguerite would ask this fool. Huh. That's interesting. Smart move, get out while you still can, or remain silent. We're going with the dialogue option, then. My special secret dialogue option. Do you love her enough to make this work? You were so worked up by the thought of losing her that you wanted to kill her, but now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? Even if you love her, think about when that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life. Whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. Wow, that's pretty deep to drop on this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff to think about. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed?
Oh god, those eyes are terrifying me. I don't want to tell this guy. I'm thinking... Just a small town you probably haven't heard of. Yeah. Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it before. Okay, so we're a hipster now. I get it.
That's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, actually... I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see? And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thank you. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. Should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing on there. Hope they didn't die! He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Look, I hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you.
I swear to God.
The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got me at a gas station a few buses back. Noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me.
Dripping?
Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so now I don't want to carry them anymore.
I'm not eating them, that's for sure.
Never say no to an item would be my first instinct.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
Sure.
You take the peanut.
Goddamn eyelidless possible future unsub. Thanks for the boiled nuts.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Oh, thank God, he's actually gone. And just like that, the stranger is gone.
Maybe you can finally get some sleep.
Next up, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line.
Almost there.
If the real Scarlet Hollow is the friends we made on the bus journey, we're fucked. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station.
By the way, it says schedule arrives Monday 11 a.m. Departs Monday 11:01 a.m.
Dear God, we're on the Isle of Man. Okay.
So it's a once a week bus. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Petra. Okay, you're gonna have to do the clicky now.
Okay.
You do clicky.
I'm the click
You're
boy.
the clicky man.
I'm the click boy.
You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Item. Offer you your boiled peanuts as a condolence. Looks like someone needs a hug. No! Hey, Tabitha, give her your condolences. This is the cousin whose mom just died, so condolences.
Condolences?
Yeah. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yeah, great. Thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns around and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic.
I love how you crank the vocal fry up whenever you're playing someone who's disgusted.
It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. Excellent. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Let's see. So our options are, how are you holding up? I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Wow, dark. So the funeral, have we ever actually met? What was the first one?
How are you holding up?
That seems kind of neutral.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you holding up? Fine. Ooh, keen eye option. I know you can talk to me, right? I lost my mom too. Okay, but if that ever changes, phew, good to hear. Wow, rude. I'm liking keen eye a lot now. Are Are you sure you're all right? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you were looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Okay, that did not go well. But Stu, have we actually ever met? Have we ever actually met before? I'm pretty sure this is the first time, right? Yep. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess.
Well, that's a tick in the fuck you two column.
Oof. Wow. The game keeps wanting us to say, haha, yeah, Dead Moms Club.
That was unnecessary. Is there bad blood between us? I wish I'd known about you. Haha, yeah, Dead Moms Club.
I wish I'd known about you. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever. What's done is done. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Oh boy. Okay, now we'll do Dead Moms Club. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Okay. Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she was someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving.
We're all doing a really good job.
Yeah. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep. Like I told you. Ooh.
Need any help planning?
Yeah. Do you need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Ooh, we're back to tense and icy. Okay, fine. I guess now we remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Maybe we should have just done that from the beginning.
And here it is, the Scarlett estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities.
Nice line.
Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago.
God, the art really is gorgeous.
As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you have been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind.
Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess.
When was the last time we knew what was good for us?
Can't remember. but only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being.
So you live here. It's beautiful. Lie. It's beautiful. You've really let this place go, huh? I thought you all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump?
Wow. Okay, maybe some of those first ones.
It
is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's just neglected.
I really love how there's a "what, motherfucker" response in basically every dialogue trait now.
It's beautiful. It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now.
Oh, you've drunk the family Kool-Aid.
Shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name's Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. Oh God, I wonder if she's related to the guy in the bus. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits.
I love the resting bitch face on the kitty in the background, by the way.
Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explorer options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Okay. Someone cleans this place? This
place is nasty.
It's nice. Cat. Awesome. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? All right, what's next?
It's nice, is good and neutral. Awesome, I love PB&J is probably going to present as sarcastic.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere in town to buy food?
Is a good question. God, we're such adventurers. I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Don't say folksy.
So we have general store, how very folksy, but I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Oh, sweet, thanks.
How about just sweet, thanks, I think. I don't want to antagonize her. Sweet, thanks. Cool. Good talk.
You want to try it's nice?
Is it?
The advantage it's nice has is that it isn't a lie.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's dickish.
There's a lot of dickish. If this was Mass Effect, there's a whole lot of renegade options in this dialogue. Good talk, derogatory. Yes, exactly. She liked you before when you said it was nice. That's a good point, Wendy. Let's say it's nice. This is so nice. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. All right, I think, all right, what's next? All right, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the table, on the countertop. Let's ask. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know.
We have talked to animals.
Yeah, totally. We're going to totally approach Frou Frou now.
Oh, she's magnificent.
Don't try to pet Frou-Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. You want to be the cat?
Ne me parle pas. We need a translation.
Okay, scroll down. Pet her. Sorry, but I don't speak French. I would say sorry, but I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne parle pas français.
Of course, typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine.
I love him. Ha ha, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour.
This isn't over, cat.
You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. Oh, Lord.
Fucking hell. It is a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Criminy.
Ooh, grim. I'm not going to say I like this bathroom. That's a lie. As it says guest bathroom, so let's say who exactly uses this bathroom? Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Let's ask if...
What about lifting the toilet seat?
Though that's a decision, the explore options are, let's say, yeah, wait, you sure this works? Are you sure this toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now, do your business so we can move on. Yeah, but no. But it's so crusty.
You want to do that or not?
Yes. But it's so crusty. It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Have mercy on us. Scram, fellas! The jig is up! Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Just never pass up a chance to pee, okay?
Yeah. Toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must, and rejoin your cousin out in the hall.
Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before foyer! It's a French cat.
Foyer.
Foyer. Before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Okay. Let's ask who used to sleep here. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here, and now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. ask about the boxes.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. Let's ask if she wants us to help move them. Do you need help moving them? No. It is an amazing room, I'm not gonna lie. What a great room. This is way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Yeah, say I'll get settled. I guess I'll start getting settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your stuff. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths right away and others down the line. Let's see. Where are you going? The Kenai thing is great. What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Sounds whiny. Did I do something wrong? Are you sure you're okay is also good. Okay, let's start with the Kenai one.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened when my mom left, but that has nothing to do with me. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. Can't we just start fresh, now that it's just us? Okay. I'm sorry. I've been testy since you got here. You've been an acceptable guest. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. That's what I want to end on. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. But I want to do the whole... Not where you're going, but what is your work? Wasn't that one of the options? What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine. Same as every Scarlet who came before me. Dun dun dun! Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I want to say hashtag girl boss. Do it. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about girl boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Petra. Any other inane questions before I leave? Okay, we should cut it with her. Yeah. All right, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Hang on a second. PB&J sounds great. Cat, settle in your room. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Might as well head into town. Oh boy, let's take a pause here and have a drink. Have a think. Yeah, Steve Shell commenting on this game would be fantastic. Forbidden wings.
Don't go to the parts of the house where the plot is. Okay.
Should I take back over the clicks for a little bit? Hey everybody, we've been streaming a little over an hour, so if you have not had a drink of some water. If you made tea and it's going cold, have a stretch, have a thing.
Now's the time.
You doing okay?
Doing good.
We should talk about like predictions. Well, we haven't died horribly. Look at all the pets in all the photos. This makes me very happy. Look, the doggos.
She's tragic and will ultimately be an ally, I kind of hope.
Yeah, I got a feeling she really resents having to take on the family business, which may be a coal mine on the surface, but is probably evil culty things. Time to get catastrophically injured. Well, Frou-Frou does not look immortal, no. So, we've got options. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich sounds good right now, i.e. see the cat. Settle into your room. I kind of want to see what's in the boxes.
Go straight to the
We're
Forbidden
not
Wings.
going straight to the Forbidden Wings of the estate.
Might as well head into town.
Not
Should be
yet.
on
We're
foot.
heading into town.
Let's go make a sandwich and talk to the kitty.
I want to go to the room.
Let's go to the room.
We're not hungry yet. We have boiled peanuts, remember? Now let's talk to the cat. Forget it.
Oh, I forgot we had a damp ball sack of peanuts. Excuse me, would you like something in my dripping scrotum of protein?
Would you stop?
They're
God.
salty. Let's
Oh
move
my
on. Let's move on.
God. Yes. Wendy is right to chastise you for such a horrible comment. Yeah, I think this is a collie. Agreed. Yeah, Marshmallow, it's a whole thing. There was a chode on the bus and he gave us boiled peanuts. It was...
In a bag that was dripping.
It was really bad.
Dripping.
Damn ball sack of peanuts was what they called me in high school. Can we go to the room now, please?
Let's go to the room.
I'm going to my room.
Let's settle into my room.
Because I don't want to haul around all my luggage to the kitchen, if nothing else, right?
Hey, asshole cat, hold this. I have no thumbs. Fuck you.
I'm going to my room.
Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room.
Take a nap. You've earned it. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Check the closet. Look out the window. Examine the painting. Look out the window.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Nice.
You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape.
Is that a miscellaneous stairway into nowhere?
Yes.
Oh, great. That won't be ominous.
Honey, you can't check the couch cushions.
Watch me try.
Time to get asthma! You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you would sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now.
Just not right now. Shall we look at the painting on the wall?
Look at the painting on the wall.
The not at all ominous painting on the wall.
Yeah, Countess Dimitrescu up there.
Kind of, yeah.
Of course my mother was 9 feet tall and drank blood, whatever. This must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago. So that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlett the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation.
Let's put away our clothes, and then we'll check the closet.
Polite survivors.
Yes! Hi!
You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer, and a possum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry.
Possum. You don't pronounce the O.
Why is the O even there?
Don't ask me, but it's a possum.
A possum, okay.
There's no O. It's just possum.
Possum.
It's a possum. Yes. Hello, friend. Wait! But we talked to Angry!
Yes!
Okay. It is quiet, but angry. It's probably angry because it was trapped. It's angry! Let us talk to the angry critter.
Afraid!
They...
Offer him your boiled peanuts.
Not quite yet. Because he's scared. We want to comfort him first, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to give him food. Put clothes on top of
Just fucking get in there.
Let's say, I friend, no hurt. I friend, I no hurt.
Afraid.
All right, now we'll give him the peanuts. You hold out your still dripping bag of boiled peanuts.
Afraid. Death come for Dustin.
Okay, it's a possum, folks. You close the drawer. You might as well leave Dustin be.
I love Dustin.
You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now.
Mildew is in this season.
Mildew's totally in this season. All right.
Check the forbidden closet.
Now we're going to check the forbidden. It's not forbidden, it's just full of stuff, remember?
Oh!
And there's a creepy doll!
You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of in this closet of death. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here, with Annabelle on top of them.
Oh, God. For those of you who don't know, Annabelle is...
A murder doll.
is
A doll of
creepy
murder.
murder doll, yes.
Somewhere in Matty's house, Hamlet has just sat bolt upright and gone, my time has come.
Should we pick up the doll?
Are we that person?
Should we pick up the doll?
Are we that person? Are we the, a creepy doll. Let's pick it up and see whether we get possessed or stabbed then possessed. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus, there's something written on its foot. Oh, of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely, because that's the kind of story we're in. Its foot reads, property of Alexandra. I need to carry this around with you.
Thank God.
That's going to watch us sleep. You close the closet behind you. You want to take a nap in this room?
Well, we have to sleep here.
In Mrs. Havisham's fucking sun lounger?
Well, it says explore option. Who knows what we'll
Do
find?
it.
Oh. We don't have the ability to, like, click on things. We have dialogue options. That's it. I told you it was out. Yes, Pezzy, you did. All right, let's take a nap.
You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out.
Oh, God.
Just let you remind you, Dustin. So you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization.
Great.
You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric.
Lovely.
You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping.
All right, that's enough.
It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now, other than perhaps wait for Dustin to yell more things.
Flee the silent tyranny. Let's have a PB&J.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for frou-frou. Oh, well, she said she had the sheets changed. She didn't say anything about dusting the room or airing it out. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now were the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife.
We're totally going to talk to the cat.
Last.
Okay.
So, let's start by searching the fridge.
If there are heads in here.
You catch a note taped to the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. Okay, I like Janie already. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. I see banana chocolate ice cream and a lot of it.
A lot of J, some milk, marshmallow fluff or mayo in the fridge door.
I think that's maybe mayo and butter. Examine the old takeout, check the mayonnaise, take the jelly, grab the ice cream, or close the fridge. Let's look at the takeout. I don't want to be nosy, but I'm going to be nosy. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. What?
No.
Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. I can't believe it gave you the option to eat it. Can you imagine?
I have a friend who'd do that.
No. How old's the mayo? Oh, I don't want to know anymore. I'm just going to take the jelly.
Just take the fucking jelly.
You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. When you breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in the kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Alright, I'm not taking her ice cream. Alright. Let's check the pantry. Wow. Macaroni and cheese, peanut butter,
Wonder Bread,
and a mouse trap. Yeah, her ice cream apparently is all she has. Ice cream, mac and cheese, and Wonder Bread. I mean, if she's really busy, I get it, but eek.
But in the immortal words of Will Smith, damn.
Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Ooh.
Keen eye that mess. Let's do it. At-home gourmet. Had him coming back for seconds.
You squint into the darkness of the pantry. Beyond the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collecting on its cover. You pick it up. I swear to God, there's going to be aspic jello recipes in that thing. Calf-sprained aspic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, drive-through, please. You flip to a bookmarked page.
Somewhere Dylan B. Thomas has just yelled, "Simmer them!" and doesn't know why.
Today's favorite, Teddy's favorite, served on toast or with plain crackers.
It's a brain.
It's brain aspic.
And jelly.
Yeah. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from this place. You shut the book and put it back in its place. I'm going to look at the mac and cheese. And there's a dead mouse. Poor little mousy. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before.
No!
How
No!
cool.
Oh my God!
Empty the box and stuff it with a dead mouse. Oh.
Good. Put it back.
No, we're just going to put it back. Thank you. Craft. Oh, love the pun. No, thank you. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems not to like you. You put the box where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Let's take some peanut butter.
GIF. Gotta love GIF.
the king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some bread. Actually, it's pronounced Jeff. Thank you. Let's have some bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. The only things you need now are a knife and a plate. Close the pantry. Alright, so we've searched the fridge, we've searched the pantry. Time to search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Ooh, let's take a look. Let's look at the mug. Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home.
Return trip, like we're ever leaving.
Yes, that's what they called me in high school. Blowing Rock. Let's take a look at the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearlan, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you heard about your mom, Pearlan wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties.
Bet that's come from Janie.
Keen up. Maybe it belongs to Janie.
Senor Chan.
You imagine you might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. Alright. We don't need a bowl.
That's obviously if you're a dick and make some mac and cheese.
Yes. Let's get a plate and a knife. Alright. I can't wait to meet JD. I really can't. You grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. I love how many flowers are around. Probably consolation.
Yeah, with deepest condolences kind of situations. Make that PB&J.
Make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! You can feed yourself. A job well done. Oh, we just got unlocked an achievement. Cooking by the book. All of that hassle and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you.
Let's go hassle a cat.
Let's go talk to the kitty, and then we'll go to the garden. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place.
You might want to talk to me, but I do not want to talk to you. Go away.
What is a cat gonna do with a boiled peanut?
Throw it at you.
Yeah, right? Should we try?
She's a French cat. She's really judgy.
Should we offer her the boil? Okay, how do cats knock things off counters all the time? Sure, let's try. You extend your arm and offer Frou-Frou your bag of boiled peanuts as a token of peace.
I love her. The fuck is this bullshit face?
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Want some boiled peanuts?
Mon Dieu. No.
Let's ask if he likes living there. So, do you like living here?
I despise small talk. If you want to take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands.
Wow. Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Ooh, wow. Okay. Bye. Shall we look at the garden?
Let's look at the garden.
Okay. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all. Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots? Do you know that cat scratch fever is actually a legitimate thing and you might have it now?
Seriously?
Yeah, my sister had it. Cat scratch fever is legit. It is not yet time to go into the garden. We are not allowed to go dance with the angel lady and her satyr babies.
Well, that's Act 3 blown, isn't it?
You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. Well, we're done here. Congratulations. You've eaten and you have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Keep exploring the kitchen? Investigate the forbidden wings of the estate? I don't want to investigate the forbidden wings of the estate. We're going to fall down a hole. I just know it. And that would be so embarrassing.
We've pretty much covered the kitchen apart from all the dick hole options.
Exactly. This might actually be a good place to stop.
It is 11:30.
I was going to say, if
and
we're
this
still
is
going to...
a discrete section.
This is a discrete section and a pretty good place to stop. So why don't we stop here? And we'll take a break for a couple of minutes, and then we have a little shenanigan.
Do we want to save?
Can we save?
There's a floppy disk.
There's a savey button. Yes, we have saved. Is that all it takes?
I believe so.
Save. There. Sure. Okay.
Okay. 11:28. Yep.
That's us.
That's us. Alrighty. Well, that was the first chunk of Scarlet Hollow.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
It sounds... There's lots of... It feels like you get to make lots of choices, but I'm not sure how many of them actually have an impact or not yet, which is cool. I like it.
I'm pretty certain you can antagonize the fuck out of your cousin.
Oh, yeah. You definitely can. And I don't like that the kitty swiped at us. And I'm worried about Daryl. He's just playing dead in our
Death
store.
come for Dustin.
Dustin, that's right.
Yeah, Dustin will come into his own.
I'm sure he will.
Also, we did not rehearse any of these voices, so the fact that we both went straight to gangsters from Samurai Jack / penguins from Madagascar for the cockroaches just shows how in creative sync we are. Hoof it, boys!
Exactly. All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. Do the same. Get yourself a refill, a drink, and a stretch, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, and a special thanks to the folks dropping possum knowledge in the chat. And I love that part of my job is to say that now. I'm currently playing Miles Morales, which is immense fun.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Especially as in a sequel to a mission in the original game, you have to chase down some escaped carrier pigeons. The moment you do, the computer in your suit and Peter's voice goes, "Pigeon protocol activated. Pigeon fact number 1." And Miles is like, "No, unsubscribe." And every time you chase one of these down, Peter gives you random pigeon facts. It's great.
Yes. Peter Parker, not Peter Lucas.
Because he'd just be like, you look terribly lonely swinging between these buildings. Anyway.
Here's the yeasty lad. He's returned from the refrigerator.
Girls go crazy for a shot, just sourdough starter.
You should have done that in a computer voice. Like GLaDOS. Go crazy for a just insert name here. Right. Yes. Still a firmer shirt. Yeasty boy. Yep, we're having a good one here today. I'm really digging the game. It's
Isn't that
really
great?
fun. I'm wondering if we're gonna like run into potential romance interests when we go into town. There's a diner there, right? So we can get some real food as opposed to the cobbled together peanut butter and jelly.
Here's a PB&J made of hatred.
Oh, thank you. But like, okay, such an adventure protocol, right? Never pass up the chance to go pee or to have a snack or to sleep. So we've rested.
Yeah.
We found the creepy doll.
Yeah. The cat hates us.
The cat hates us. See, this way, if we walk into town and something happens because we've been scratched by the cat, we'll be around where there'll be help. You know,
Precisely.
It'll be fun.
My hope is that there's a very enthusiastic dog that instantly loves us at some point.
I know. There's all the doggies in the portraits, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you to Compost Witch. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, so for shenanigans, I'm not gonna change the screen because I kind of like the wide camera angle. I think I'm gonna adjust some stuff so that we can have the wide camera angle can stay, and you can scooch a little bit away so your face is not in the chat. There we go. Is that better? Can you see? Are you just? You're doing that TikTok thing where you have to jump around and put your face in the thing. Death comes for Dustin. We should have just plopped the clothes on top of him and left. That would have been hilarious. I love, though, that there is such moral range in the decisions. Like, you could be...
just an absolute prick.
Okay, when I play Mass Effect, I am a ridiculously quantities of Paragon player. But so we call Renegade Dickitude. And you could just, like, really max out the Dickitude if you wanted to.
The kind of visual shorthand I always have for it is there is a superb comic strip called Corporate Skull by Jamie Smart, who's gone on to do a whole bunch of really good stuff with the Phoenix, the Amazing Kids comic. And Corporate Skull is a horror office comedy where the hero is revealed by kicking the door in on a meeting, yelling, "What's up, ball bags?" And it kind of goes from there. Yeah. And you can absolutely play this as a "What's up, ball bags" game. Clearly. And we're not going to because we're adorable.
Because we're Paragons. Well, I am, and you're along for the ride, whether you like it or not. Okay. All right, so,
my job is to be where I always am, which is about here going, "Yeah, you better run!"
Shall we shenanigan?
Let's shenanify.
But let's put a link in the chat one more time. So that's where you find... Push the button! There. That's where you find Scarlet Hollow. We're playing Chapter 1 right now, or Episode 1. And
the soundtrack is also on Bandcamp.
Gimme!
But it's also segue relevant. PSA: this coming Friday is a Bandcamp Friday, which means all the revenue goes to the artists instead of some of it going off for Bandcamp's costs and running. Bandcamp are a really, really cool corporation anyway, and that's a really weird thing to say, but that it is true. I love that they do this. So if there's anything that you want to pick up, this Friday is absolutely the perfect time to do
Kiwi.
it.
The first chapter that we're playing
is free.
It's free.
Go get it.
I just bought it anyway because I can't remember. But Chapter 2 is out now, and that is not free.
But yes, the soundtrack is on Bandcamp, and if you like the music, and we like the music, go get it. This Friday.
But I have a very firm rule, which is that you are allowed to buy soundtracks from movies or TV shows or video games before we observe those things.
The Hamilton soundtrack stayed unlistened to on our computers for a year and a half.
I would not listen to the Hamilton soundtrack because we bought tickets and we had them for 18 months down the line. So the soundtrack sat on our computers for 18 months until we got to go to the show. And then they came home, and then we put them on and played them constantly. But I very much like to listen to music especially.
In context.
In the intended context the first time, and then I can become obsessive about it
Witness
afterwards.
the excellent cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit that opens Black Widow.
Yep.
Which when you listen to it, you're just like, huh. And when you sit in the movie, you're like, oh.
Oh, yeah. It has a very different impact when you watch it in the movie. So, yeah, sounds good. Right. Shall we shenanigan?
We shall.
We have
some context for the shenanigans.
Is there?
These are from Caroline Hardacre, who...
No. They're from a bunch of Discord users.
Who stole them from Facebook. Yes.
Yep, exactly. This is Lord Cucumberly. And we're going to take turns and we're going to rotate these.
I love in period dramas when something befalls a family and they must downsize. And they're like, oh, how wretched. We are reduced to one cook and 2 servants and a groundskeeper in this 5-bedroom country house.
The servants have their own quarters, separate from the 5 bedrooms, obviously. Ew, peasants.
Then the heroine is like, do not fret, Mama. I am sure we will make new friends. And Mama is like, we have but 1 carriage and 6 horses. We cannot afford friends.
However, will we host lavish balls now?
Then Lord Cucumberly stops by the house because his horse stepped on a bee. And he's like, I'm ever so sorry to bother you. And the heroine is like, not at all, sir. I'm an expert in horse feats. I read books. And he's like, how quaint.
Then he takes his top hat off. Then he takes his top hat off, and £40,000 falls out, and Mama pushes the heroine to flirt with him, but she's like, no, Mama, I cannot be with a man who allows his horse to step on bees. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I'm back.
And Mama is like, you willful child. I am trapped on this tiny estate with only 1 string quartet to amuse me.
So the heroine runs from home, distressed and wind-whipped, and into the arms of a beekeeper. But it's actually Lord Cucumberly's brother, Basil! This sword got away from me.
And then the response is saying, no, keep going. What happens next? Is Basil kind to his bees?
Well, the heroine scolds him at first and is like, how could you be careless with your bees? Letting your brother's horse step on them. You should be ashamed, sir.
And he says, Mom, I beg of you, give me leave to explain.
He has PTSD from the bee wars of the 1870s.
And she says, no, I am to attend Lord Cucumberly's ball, and I must put on at least 18 petticoats. Goodbye forever.
Basil watches her leave, distraught, and considers letting her go. But no! He must tell her.
That night at the ball, Basil makes a loud entrance. Cucumberly says, brother, I didn't know you were to attend.
And Basil says, brother, I didn't know that you'd stolen one of my bees to sting your horse until I counted them.
And everyone gasps, and the camera zooms in on the heroine.
And she says, Cucumberly, is this true?
And he stammers and goes, no, it's a falsehood.
But Basil says that it is so. Let us interview the horse!
So they bring the horse into the ball.
Does heroine know how to speak to horses on account of all the reading she does?
Well, clearly, that's true. Basil produces a jar containing a squashed bee and asks the horse, does this look familiar? And the horse neighs in distress and smashes through the French doors into the night.
Cucumberly is shamed and cannot show his face, and Upper Shropling...
Upper Shropling Shireton.
Shropling... You didn't even stumble on that. Try that again.
Upper Shropling Shireton.
And the heroine goes to see Basil to apologize. And he says there is nothing to be sorry for, honey.
And they kiss, and it turns out Basil is a honey millionaire, and all their fortunes are restored. The end.
By Jane Austen.
If I'd studied that at A-level, I would have read more Jane Austen earlier.
It's actually pronounced Kent. As opposed to lower Shroplingham, which is completely unacceptable.
We don't go to lower Shroplingham.
They only have trios. They don't even have a string quartet. How ghastly.
God, this entire country is the relationship between Pawnee and the fancy town that broke away from it in Parks and Rec. I never put that together before.
I would read the entire novel of this. This would be delightful.
Also, heroine horse detective.
Yeah, I love how they interview the horse.
Horse.
And then runs away.
Wilbur.
Really? Really? You went there?
Well,
There's not a lot to work with in the talking horse oeuvre. I'll grant you.
It's Mr. Ed.
I thought it was pronounced Throw Warbler Mangrove.
And it's pretty much just Mr. Ed.
I'm trying to think of other talking horses now.
There's Maximus in Tangled, but he doesn't so much talk as just fail to...
He doesn't talk. No, he emotes, but... I've read this novel. It's called Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. So have I. Don't watch the movie.
There is one other.
It's even worse in the book. Yes, there is Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters as well, the sequel.
There's another talking horse.
Who?
3030 from Bravestar.
What on earth is that?
You never... Oh my goodness.
What is Bravestar?
Okay, so I watched a lot of dog turd cartoons when I was a kid.
Yes,
because,
obviously.
strangely enough. And one of the more interesting ones was Bravestar, which was about a Native American lawman on the frontier where everything is cowboys again, just with aliens and robots.
Mansfield Park and Mummies is also a thing?
I absolutely love how there are two conversations going on here at once. This is great.
Should I start the timer again?
And actually, yes, do it.
No.
I challenge thee.
Challenge thee to what?
To-
Have two conversations at the same time? What does that have to do with time?
Just whether I can explain Bravestar in 30 seconds.
I love how this is becoming a thing now.
I'm making it a thing.
You're making it a thing?
Making it a thing.
All right, 35 seconds is your previous record. Go.
Okay. Lawman on the outer frontier. He's Native American. His villains are evil aliens and kind of semi-supernatural. And his partner is also his horse, 3030, who has a blunderbuss and says "y'all" an awful lot. Hit pause.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, saying y'all is not talking. I can make so many jokes right now, but I'm not going to.
19 seconds, by the way. I'm that good.
All right, fine. You're going to hoist yourself on your own petard when you have to explain something more complicated that takes longer than 19 seconds next time.
I know, but I've seen...
Yes, exactly, Compost Witch. It just means that the horse is a Pokemon whose name is y'all.
I've seen Palm Springs several times. I have studied that you have one sentence seen at the end where he gets like 3,000 words into one sentence.
I've edited you. I know how you can get 3,000 words into one sentence.
Words hurt.
I feel like you get a 5-second penalty for having already started. Even then, it's only 24 seconds. He's still 11 seconds to the good.
All I do is win.
Good night, everybody.
Say good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Where can people find us on the internet?
On the internet. So you see those Twitter handles there? That's a
You're
good...
being deliberately facetious. I'm talking about where people can find us next on the internet.
What is today?
Wednesday.
Still. Okay,
Yes.
good. So on Friday, our multi-award nominated pop culture newsletter, The Full Lid, will hit mailboxes at 5 p.m. UK time.
In which I have opinions about podcasts, amongst other things.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, boy. It's good. It's like email, but good. It's light, and it's designed to be something positive in your inbox that you don't have to respond to and that you can relax on your way into the weekend.
Also, this week, there's some classical art in there. Seriously.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. And then on Sunday, Alistair having opinions about podcasts. Shocking. On the internet, nonetheless. Exactly. Sunday, we return to Sexy Space Idiots who have been discovered.
Sexy Space Idiots repair their van.
Yes, exactly. Which is fun, to be honest. It's a little frustrating that we have to play it on the PS4 and not on the PS5 right now, but that's okay. It's all good. And then we will be back here next Wednesday, which is a day, which is not called Wednesday.
But it will be when Wendy rules the earth, firmly and fairly.
Yeah, fair enough.
All day shall be Wendy.
And we'll do probably I don't know how long the episodes are, but we shall wander into town and hope to find entertainment.
Thanks, Ocean. The relationship in the Haven stream is actually going really well. They're randomly horny idiots in a space van. So periodically, one of them will go, "Hey, let's have sex," and the other one will go, "Okay."
It's a little more subtle than that, but they're sexy space idiots, and it's anime style. So
yeah, and the plot is actually going some quite intriguing places.
Yes, we're gonna have to step up our combat game for one thing. Yeah, it's going well, and we talked last time about the trailer for Stray, which is out now, which every streamer and
oh my goodness,
in the world
cat with a backpack
will be playing, because it's a kitty with a backpack, and the backpack contains a little tiny drone, and it's adorable, and I can't wait.
Also, very clearly a robot version of Doc Brown.
How so?
The scientist who you wake up at one point looks a lot like Doc Brown to me.
Okay. It looks really good.
Yeah, it is pretty much good for them. There's the relationship in Haven's really healthy, I think, is the way to describe it. They're kind of processing their shit in a quite upfront way. I kind of dig it.
It's nice. I think that's everything that we got going on. I can't think of anything else that's coming up right away. August is kind of a slow month, which is good. Normally, August is a very busy month for us, because it's normally when Worldcon is held.
And that will be around Christmas.
But this year, that's being held in December, so we're having kind of a quiet August, which is nice. What are you playing right now?
I am currently playing
Spider-Man,
Miles Morales.
And what did I just finish?
You just
I finished the DLC to Greedfall, which was amazing and very short. It was only like 3 hours long. I might replay it again anyway. I might replay the whole end game just because I really love Greedfall.
And in a couple of weeks, what's probably going to happen is you're going to go, am I emotionally ready to give 300 hours to Mass Effect again? Yes.
Yeah. Well, the answer will always be yes. But in the meantime, I tried playing Outer Wilds last night or a night before, but I can tell it's very deep and very layered and very interesting, and my brain is just not prepared to latch onto that kind of narrative right now.
Oh, there was the other thing I played and reviewed as well, Nightbook. Nightbook's really fun. There's a company called Wales Interactive that does kind of actually what Scarlet Hollow is, but with live action stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's steerable movies, essentially. And Nightbook is about a translator who's one of the only people outside a particular island in the South Pacific who speaks their language.
Yep. And they can read the review.
And you can read the review in the full lit. And it's really fun. It's the first game the company made in lockdown, and it's very clearly made in lockdown. But they kind of make a feature of the bug.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah, I think that's everything right now, which is nice. Yay! But I may play Outer Worlds again because there's 2 DLC that
Terror
I
on Gorgon,
which sounds ridiculous and hilarious. I think that's everything.
I think it is.
Cool.
Thank you as ever for watching. This has been great. You'll have the show notes shortly with links to all the stuff which we've talked about in the show today, and I don't even think there's any supplementals this week, is there?
No, I don't think so. I think we've done a pretty good job of actually staying to topic.
I know, I'm scared too.
Right? We should practice more though. It's kind of cool. I gotta say. Have a lovely time zone, everybody. Good evening for those of you in the UK. Go to bed. We all need to go to bed.
Go to sleeps now.
Go to sleeps now. And we will see you in a couple days or back here next week for more Scarlet Hollow.
See you then.